Hey there YouTube, this is SJM4306 back with another review video. Apologies if I sound very nasally. I have some sort of cold or something going on, and yeah, it's my sinuses and everything's acting up. But anyway, let's just try to get through this real quick. So, VRURC, however you pronounce that company name. They make a lot of power bank stuff, and I freaking love their power banks. I have like 3 of them, and one stays like in my car, one stays in my backpack, and the other one stays at my work in my desk, just in case the power goes out. But yeah, I use them constantly, and they make like really good quality stuff. And I genuinely believe like in like the quality to price range of their products, like most often than not, actually like hits the mark for me. So anyway, when they said that they wanted to send me a charger, I was interested. This is actually like I guess a triple duty charger. We'll get into this for a sec. It's model T002, and I don't think this was particularly expensive. I want to say it was somewhere around the $20 to $30 range. I'll put a correction if I'm wrong right here. But yeah, so it's like fairly cheap. This isn't like a super fast charger thing. I think it does do like PD. I'm pretty sure it does PD. But yeah, there's no technical information on here. It does come in black and white. They sent me the black one. And yeah, it's a tiny little thing. We got a little QC sticker thing here. We have a welcome guide. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, you can charge 3 things at once, including a Apple Watch. I unfortunately do not have an Apple Watch. I have this guy, which is not Apple nor any name brand watch, but it has like the little magnetic pogo pin contact charger, so that can't even wirelessly charge. So from what I know, the Apple iWatch or whatever Apple Watch charger specification is proprietary. It's not standard Qi. So I know my dad has a wireless Samsung, like a wirelessly charging Samsung smartwatch. I might ask to borrow that for a sec to see if it'll charge with this. But knowing Apple things, I have a feeling that it won't charge with something that's specified to work with Apple devices. Just the way the world is. Comes nicely packaged, though. It's well protected, and it's just a little thing. Unfortunately, no power cords come with this, so I kind of would have liked to see power cords, but I can kind of understand. It's getting to the point where at least Type A to like Type C is very common. You get it in the box with most things, but if you need like a double-ended Type C to Type C cord, that's gonna be not as common. So you're gonna have to need to run out and grab one yourself. Interesting, like orange ports for here. Don't know what that means in USB land. But yeah, we have a full-size like Type A port. And it does look like it has a Quick Charge 3, I'm going to guess that means. And then the Type C port is labeled with PD, which is obviously power delivery. So yeah, it has this like sort of glossy bit. I mean, it's matte everywhere else. It's really well built. Like, I bet you I could run this over with my car and it'd be fine. But the glossy bit here is where your Apple Watch would go. And is it like magnetic? Oh yeah, it's slightly magnetic. So yeah, so that will just like cinch onto your Apple Watch. Interesting. Yeah, we have folding prongs on the front here, which is really nice. And yeah, the whole point, yeah, they have a little picture of it here in the manual. Whole point is to have this plugged in and no wires. You just set the watch on top of here. So I'm going to demonstrate with my watch, though I've already noted that my watch is not compatible, but it would look something like this. So you'd plug this straight into the wall and your watch would just sit there, and etc, etc. So yeah, that's an interesting idea. So no extra wires if you just want to charge your Apple Watch, and it happens to be able to charge your phone or tablet or whatever. Let's see what it says here. Hopefully you can see. Yeah, 100 to 240 volts, 50, 60 hertz. So it'll work pretty much everywhere as long as you adapt the pins to wherever you live. And it says USB-C out is 5 volts at 3 amps, 9 volts at 2.22 amps, 12 volts at 1.67 amps, and 20 volts at 1 amp. So yeah, this will do a pretty decent range of charging. I'm happy to see the 12 volt range. Not all like quick charge devices are capable, or power delivery, whatever, are capable of outputting the 12 volt. Usually they'll skip between the 9 and like the 20 volt range for some reason. But yeah, nice to see that. USB A out says 5 volts at 3 amps, 9 volts at 2 amps, and 12 volts at 1.5 amps. So it's a little bit less powerful on the Type A port than the Type C. Did I just say Type A? Whatever, USB A, full size. And here it says USB A plus USB C. So if you have two devices plugged in at once, there is a maximum limit. So 3 amps total on if they're outputting 5 volts. And then it says watch 2.5 watts maximum. So yeah, I mean, it feels pretty beefy, really solid. Has an interesting little foot there, so it can kind of stand up. But yeah, I guess all we have to do is just plug this into a bunch of stuff and find where the heck I put my USB analyzer so I can see the different output voltages. But yeah, let's run and do that real quick. Okay, probably not going to be super interesting, but I have this plugged in, and yeah, it's going. I'm charging up a power bank right now, which ironically enough also has its own prongs, so I could have just plugged in straight away. But I just grabbed the closest thing that I had. It is charging, slow charging actually right now. So I learned something interesting. It was the cable. I guess it must have a way of detecting if the cable can't supply enough current or something, because right now you can clearly see this is green and it is fast charging now. 9 volts at just about 2 amps. So yeah, this was a random cable I grabbed. I don't know from what. This cable I think was like from a phone or something, so it's like, thicker wire. You can even see it's thicker, better quality. And apparently, yeah, I guess this cable is just not capable of fast charging. I did not even know that was a thing. Interesting. Yeah, it's charging at 16 watts about. So yeah, that's a pretty good clip. Another thing that I forgot to mention, if I just unplug this for a sec, there's actually like a rubber grip on here. Sorry about the lighting. Yeah, there's like a rubber grip on the bottom so that if you put your watch on here, if it's plugged in like vertical like this, it's not going to scratch it. Nice attention to detail. Okay, I have my dad's Samsung smartwatch. It does have a magnetic base, but this is actually, it sort of fits, but not really. So I'm kind of doubting this is even going to work. But let's give it a try. Have it charge something at the same time so you know it's powered. And surprise, surprise, it doesn't seem to do anything. Okay, well, I tried. You can't bash me for trying. So yeah, confirmed it does not work with Samsung smartwatches. But yeah, anyway, once again, huge thanks to Vrk. I have a lot of trouble pronouncing them. They're actually the manufacturer that made this power bank as well, so double kudos on them. They make really good power banks, so I have no doubt that this power supply is going to, last quite a long time as well. Really feels like super solid, like no flex, nothing. Anyway, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you are interested, I will have links to this guy down below, as well as really check out their power banks. They make some fantastic power banks as well. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.